Welcome everyone to a new YouTube video here on my channel. Today I have a surprise for you, and it's none other than Mystmin himself. Say hi, Mystmin.
Hello guys, I'm Mystmin here.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, Danny. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. Great for having you here. You brought
It's
us...
great to be here.
Thanks. You brought us a really cool deck. Wings of Grixis. Talk about the deck.
I have indeed. So this is a control style deck. You got all the usual stuff a Gandalf player would love, such as you got the discard spells, you got plenty of card draw, and we aren't playing planeswalkers, but we got some creatures that grow in size depending on how many spells you got in your graveyard.
Yeah, I see. It looks like
WinCon.
an old Isid Drake list, right? You play the Isid Drakes and you have a lot of spells to cycle to your deck, have the correct spell every time you need it, and then still have a good creature on board.
Yeah, that's actually a good point, Danny, because, I mean, originally a deck of this type would have been consisting of, a few Drakes, like, say, 4 Enigma Drakes or 4 Pteramanders in the past. But you'd have only Isid colors, so you'd play stuff like Shocks, and you'd probably play a bunch of hexproof spells, to protect your Drakes. But here we splash for the black color, so supposedly in a way we can think that the black discard spells somewhat may help in, protecting your creatures.
Yeah, it makes
by
totally
discarding
sense.
the removal spells. Yeah.
So let's say, I think what also is really good right now with the card like Thoughtseize, let's say you play against a combo deck, or like there's so many fast decks in Historic like Goblins and other decks. If you have a way to get rid of their key cards preemptively, discard spells are the way to go, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got here for Thoughtseize a bunch of Erasures and Ionizes, and just from these cards alone, I mean, at least in recent days, a deck did pop up on the ladder by the name of Neoform Combo. And, I mean, if you just Thoughtseize them and you also are able to hold up counter spells, it could be a little too much for combo decks like these.
Yeah, I see. I mean, I like it.
This
is the deck that you and me like, right? Like, I mean, we like this type of spell decks where we have options and see many cards in the deck as well, where you have Surveil, you have card draw, you have opts, you go deeper, you can look at the opponent's hand, you can plan your turns ahead with those type of cards.
Yeah, you gotta have it all under control.
You're gonna have it all. So, which is your favorite card, or which is the card you think in this deck makes the deck really, really strong right now?
Okay, so I mean, effectively your win cons are your creatures, and yeah, the Enigma Drakes do play a big part. But I mean, my favorite card is Charter Course, because you might have a bit of a land problem, if not in the amount of lands, it could be in the the colors, because we are actually playing a very low land count. I believe it's somewhat around 20. 17 plus the dual lands, so it's 21-ish. Yeah. So your chart can fix that. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to say which card is the best. You can't really say any of the cards make the deck. You can't just have a single card hold on its own.
Yeah,
I mean, you gotta play the early game spells, and the early game spells, the more you play, the more you feel grave, the better your creature will be in the mid game or late game.
Yeah, and I just see like a card like Stormwing Entity is a card that gets really powerful if you have many 1 spells in your deck. And we're gonna see here like 4 Thoughtseize, Bloodchief's first, 2 off, 3 opt, and even a land that's also a 1 mana spell. They definitely help to play out this card, and I think this was your thought process.
Yeah, I actually really like this Stormwing, because I actually used to play a deck quite like this in the past, and it did feature some 4 mana boluses or whatnot. But things have changed. This has been a new card since then, and Thoughtseize was released as well into Historic with Amonkhet. So, I mean, with the increase of good 1-mana spells and yeah, the 1-mana spells do make you be able to, you know, go down on the curve. The Stormwing you usually can expect to play as either a turn 3 or turn 4 with ease, let's say.
So
and the Scry 2 is always helpful.
I mean, Stormwing Entity can go big, right? Really fast in a deck like this. And there's also a removal spell I want to go on shortly. It's Blitz of the Thunder-Raptor, which is a card that is really good if you have many cards in your graveyard. This is probably the reason why you put this in. It exiles something, and you tend to have many cards in your graveyard as well.
So yeah, I could have played something like Lava Coil, Heartless Act, or something, but this card clearly has very strong synergy within the deck. I mean, you will so easily fill the graveyard, sorry, with instants and sorceries. So this will always be good.
Yeah, and it also hits Planeswalker, right? Some removal spell, they don't target Planeswalker.
Indeed. I mean, on turn 2, you can't really play it all that often, but on turn 3, you usually might expect to be having, you know, at least 3 cards in the grave. So yeah, it scales upwards the longer the game goes.
Yeah, and we see 8 counter spells. I think in a deck like this, you want to be flexible with counter spells. You choose Ionize probably for the tempo play, and I guess that's the main reason.
I mean, these Censors honestly are a nice little, can become a nice little counter spell, but usually, truth be told, I tend to cycle them more than use them for the counter spell. Just for the, you know, I mean, there just so happen to be board states where I have 2 Enigma Drakes, say, on the board, or maybe 1, and I just literally just cycle the Censor to get +1 damage.
Yeah, so
in the air.
As I just said, the main goal is actually to have like a creature like Enigma Drake or Crackling Drake on board and protect it with your hand disruption or counter spells.
Yeah, I mean, the dream scenario is literally resolving a creature or 2. Yeah, if you got 1 Enigma Drake on the board, let's say, and you're able to hold Ionize, and by that time, you might have at least 4 spells in the grave, so you're doing 4 damage a turn, and I mean, even the Ionize dealing 2 damage, you'd be surprised how many times it made the difference as getting lethal damage.
Yeah, in a deck like this where it is a bit of a tempo deck as well, it's like a tempo control deck with a creature. So Ionize the 2 damage here, I can clearly see why this is important, especially also in a format that has cards where they damage themselves a lot, right? Like Shocklands and Thoughtseize.
Sure.
Those Ionizes, the extra 2 damage, that's a Shockland for them. So I like it. Let's go briefly to the sideboard here. What did you bring to the sideboard, and why did you bring it to the sideboard?
So I suppose the 2 duresses is just a thing I love to use in control-y decks. You can use the 2 duresses as a replacement for, say, a Thoughtseize against Mono Red Burn, but we haven't been seeing Mono Red Burn on the ladder, at least recently. So yeah, duresses against control decks for the most part. So we need the 2 cages, of course, because the cages, well, they do no harm to us, but they can give a bit of a headache to, you know, a bunch of opposing decks like Goblins or Coco. And yeah, we got Aver Gusts. Well,
stable.
I mean, gusting a Nissa. I mean, it's just your classic Aver Gust.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, 1 Negate, 1 Abrase. You know, just in case we need to remove an artifact or whatnot. I do like the 1 of Angrath's Rampage. It's seemingly very similar to the Blitz, but you can always play this on turn 2 to remove something, or else you just remove a Nissa for 2 mana late game, which actually helps a lot, because imagine they have a Nissa and they have something like 12 life, and you wanna swing face and you wanna kill the Planeswalker both at the same time. So this helps a little.
Yeah, I like the card. Yeah, I like the card. Also,
I like it too.
You can get rid of the Pharaoh statue if that deck is still a thing, right?
Oh yeah, for some artifacts, yeah. So yeah, we got the Disputes, the good old. And the Anger of Gods, well, I mean, I could have been playing more Shocks, say, but I feel like I really like the 3 mana board-wise, mainly because our own Enigma Drake has 4 toughness points, and even our own Stormwing gets the prowess, so if you cast the spell, the prowess makes the Stormwing be a 4/4, so you will actually never kill your own creature with this spell.
That's a really good point.
Or your other ones,
Really
so
good point.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Indeed. So yeah, I do play one of God Eternals. I feel like it's the cards that makes sense to have it in the deck, in the sideboard. You get a little bit of life gain, and it's literally the only way we can gain life gain if it's so required, so kill their creature. But the best part about it, well, I wouldn't play this card if it didn't mill me for 4. It usually will be able to hit at least 2 spells.
Yeah, true.
Mill ourselves. Yeah. And this little Ral is a curious choice. So, I mean, we're playing a Grixis deck, and our Planeswalker of choice is not Bolas, it's Ral. I mean, it makes total sense though, because I mean, it clearly has a lot of synergy within the deck, and Bolas, we would have had some, probably mana problems. Given our low mana counts and the triple black is too excessive. And even then, the Ral is literally the card we use to beat decks that just so happen to have far too many removal spells to kill our creatures. Because in the main board, as you can see, we only have creatures. That's our win con. So if your opponent just says, endless removal spells that kill creatures, we use the Ral. And the -8 emblem, I mean, it's pretty much game-winning if half your deck is spells.
That's a real ultimate right there. A real ultimate right there. So I like the roll. I like the Planeswalker at least at a 75 to call it a Gandalf deck for 100% reasons. And yeah, I like the deck a lot. I will play it, and I'm pretty sure I will have success with it. So I think we come to an end, and let everyone know who you are, where they find you, what do you do, and just everything about you. I will also link everything in the description below, so just go ahead.
Alright, well, I'm Mystmin, as I did introduce myself. So I'm a full-time streamer. I stream Monday to Friday on twitch.tv/Mystmin. And if you wanna watch my channel, then I can tell you I play a lot of control decks. That's my favorite type of archetype.
Mystmin is a real Gandalf. Like, he even has a Gandalf emote. Mystmin was one of my first viewers, I think. I think we met back in like February or January or something, and he just popped off. Like, he's crazy. He's huge on Twitch. Definitely check him out. I always lurk there around as well. You will see me there as well. He's a great control player. Loves Grixis and Esper especially. I think those are your 2 favorite colors, right? Oh, not colors, pairs.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you like this type of play style, or just want to see play-by-play explanation by Mystmin, definitely check him out, and thank you for being here.
I mean, thanks for having me, Danny. You're such a good friend. You're good friends.
Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it a lot. So yeah, let's head in the games. Okay. Slain 82. So let's please draw a good hand here. Okay, we have 2 lands. I'm cool. This makes me happy. Lano Elf though. We need to get rid of that 3-drop. If they have 2 in their hand, it's a yikes. It has to be this one. Okay, if they manage to if they drew another really strong card here, it's gonna be hard. Okay, probably another Llanowar Elf. But they played their stuff. So here, we have some plays, but it's not really good or anything. Okay. I kinda do need to quit. Wait. Okay. I could play this next turn. But I really had to make sure that I draw land. Also not happy. We take a lot of damage that is kind of unnecessary. It's a board wipe. So anything that's bigger than 4 is definitely annoying. If they have Embercleave, no Embercleave. Super important. I really want to hit the land here. Removal spell and counter is actually good. I think it's okay to attack. If they have Embercleave, they tap out a block, surviving. Well, they didn't get anything here. So entities survive obviously because of the sun. Going for 8. So this worked out well. Okay, get this one. They drew lands. We managed to deal in the beginning with some cards. All our removal spell and gusts in 100%. We're gonna get rid of some of our slower cards. We do not want to have Thoughtseize too much. It's still a good card though, but I'm not happy with it. I want to get rid of this one. Then we need one more. Censor is still good for cycling removal. The Thoughtseize problem is just damage. I really don't like it. Ionize is nice, but it's more on the expensive side. I'm gonna get the Rampage for the Ionizes. Yeah. I think removal centric is better than counter centric. Even though counter is nice, but on the draw usually it's definitely better to have it the other way around. That is for sure. Really awkward hand. But yeah, sometimes I think you should keep this hand. We have the lands at least, and we have opt, so we can dig for cards we need. Okay. They have a turn 3 card that's strong. It's a bit annoying, but at least we have a gust here. Okay. That was their turn, only one land. Well, that's not helping. This is actually... We're gonna top the Llanowar Elf. For sure. So this is definitely something I do here. If they don't find a land here, it's really, really hard. Yeah. Definitely keep Gust up here. Well, Censor's actually good since they're mana screw. That's a really interesting hand, actually. I mean, if they play this, they play it, right? That's what it is. I'm gonna think I keep my counter, but I'm not too sure. I rather I have to shock myself there, which is a bit stupid. Yeah, I think I should have countered this, but I'm glad they do it like this. So we can censor their potential Scroll Spellbreaker here. This has to be used for the Shifting Ceratops. Okay. That's a really good draw. Because this one gets rid of the Shifting Ceratops on curve. Ooh, nice. We found our Enigma Drake. It's totally fine. Wait, what? I mean, I need to have something else to make this play actually good, so just to be safe. So Shifting Ceratops gets gusted here. Yeah. Well, they didn't find lands, and we managed to find all the answers, which decks like this tend to. And yeah, that was fun. Okay, Rio. Let's see what we can do with Wings of Grixis. What would Mystmin do? Keep? Okay. I mean, not sure if it's correct, but okay. Burning Emissary just got unbanned. So let's hope this is not... This is the worst case scenario ever. This is the worst case scenario ever. I think I have to do it. I would like to use this here, but they don't have a land. That's a topper. So discarding this gives them an ooze trigger, but that's about it, since that's all they can do if they don't have a land. Ooh. So we're gonna tap this. We end. They're gonna play the Bone Crusher here, maybe. Then we censor it. So if we censor the Bone Crusher there, it's really nice. If they use the ooze to get the creature, that's 5 damage. I think we can survive that. It seems like the long game plan. Yeah, sure. Get it. As long as it's not more than this, right? Anger of Gods will carry us, maybe. It's really important that they miss the land there. We will cycle one of our Censors here. Never mind. They get 2 mana, so they could actually use this, so... Maybe we should have get rid of that one. Okay, we still have removal spells. Lower Earth is like whatever. Try to keep them off it. And we're good. So we have 2 counters here. Wow. Okay, do it in case you see land. Okay. Here that's actually a bit of a tricky position. I can counter this, then we'll play Gruul Spellbreaker and attack me for free. So I take 2 now. I'd rather have them tap out. I cannot remove it with this card, sadly. So we take 3 damage. So from now on, we really have to make sure we don't take damage. The moment we find our dragon, we have something on board that's pretty good. I still think it's correct to counter every creature right now. They could play another creature here, obviously. Ooze would be worst case scenario, that's okay. Okay. Well, it is what it is. We're on 4 life. Okay. And then we opt. Can we fight the dragon or creature, please? Okay, I actually don't want to use Thoughtseize anymore. I mean, we still have a counter, but I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with the situation here. They have a double Bone Crusher. Okay, we have to get rid of 1, and we need to count that other one here. I do not want to go onto... Well, let's hope they don't draw a creature. Ooze is pretty strong. I mean, we can remove Ooze, but... we don't have a creature here. If we draw a dragon, we're in a good position, but we need to find the dragon. We're already in 50% of our deck here, guys. Okay. Well, that's something. Scry 2 is nice. Getting a creature is also nice. That's a dragon. A 16/4 dragon. Spellbreaker. Not happy. I think they plus. I have to do it or I'm dead. Unlucky. So they're gonna kill this. Go attack, I go on 2. The dragon was a bit too late. But hey, they unbanned Emissary. Not sure if that was a smart call. That is what it is. Okay, we lost this one. I think it took way too long to find the cards here. Like, way too long to find the dragons, but that's what it is. Okay, we need removals. We do like our removals. And Thoughtseize is nice, but it's a bit more risky. I'd rather have the Thought Erasure here. Definitely the Braid. This is okay. I mean, I think I kind of like the Ingress Rampage because it has some scenarios where we actually can make them lose the Cleave, even though it should not be like this. It's an artifact removal, and this way we have two. This is definitely a winnable matchup. Did I play wrong? Maybe. They wanted to play with an Emissary on hand, so they had a lot of damage early on, which kind of was annoying. But they top deck better than we did, even though we saw way more cards. Yeah, the way we win this is if we can protect the dragon, but we couldn't protect the dragon. So it definitely was harder than it should be. I mean, opponent definitely has no idea about our sideboard. Someone is sideboarding. You know when you have that set of cards in your hand to shuffle? Are you guys also like this? I always have some cards in my hand. I just like to shuffle it. It's just fun. Those are like commons from Sandy cards, so I don't mind shuffling them without something. Yeah. I was gonna play it. I mean, it's fine with a Crackling Drake, but with this one it's a bit awkward. If we find an Emissary, this has to go. Turn 2. Haste? No haste. We cannot kill this one, so this becomes actually free, which makes this weaker. We have to go for this. Okay, that's fine. So we can double spell. They will play this turn 3. We take 2 damage now. I think it's important to make sure they do not curve out too well here. So, Spellbreaker 3 damage. This one is annoying since it destroys a land, obviously. So we take 5, we go on 11. Next turn we kill the Spellbreaker. Play Dragon. The red cap immediately kills the dragon. That's really annoying. With my hand it has to be this one. Okay, it's not too bad. Opt into this right now. The 5 damage here we cannot prevent. And they have the red cap melee for this. Oh wow, they went for that. I could also went for this here, but let's hope they didn't top a good creature. Okay. Enigma Drake will die. That is just for sure. I would like to get another land to have Enigma Drake and Gust. Ooh, that's really good. At least I don't take the stuff out of my graveyard. I'm not happy with this situation. I miss lands. We take the damage as well here, which is also bad. To do it like this, if they use the red cap melee, I'm okay, I guess. If they're bringing in a shocked land, we have to block. I kind of hope they use the red cap melee, obviously. Okay, I will not block here. They have 1 here, and we have no creatures here. So it's 5. Ooh, this is a good card. Okay, that's good. Glad this is gone. So we can use this as a blocker if they don't have a removal. Oh, you could just play Shock Go 3 is heavy. They can remove 4 cards, and they can remove this. They got some 6, but then they pay all the mana they have, which maybe is okay. If they have another one here, it's crazy. Okay. They had a second one. We need to dodge any haste card here, but already on 3 life it's really tricky. If they top it, we know we don't die next turn. We don't die. And there's no creature left, so Ooze doesn't get out of control. Okay. I mean, we cannot attack, right? I mean, here it doesn't actually matter, since Crackling Drake says even the cards in exile give Crackling Drake attack power, so that's okay. But the Censors are a bit awkward, but it's better than nothing, right? Better than nothing. No haste creature would be nice. And no removal spell would also be nice. Don't have another red cap melee here. What? What did they draw? Okay, they want to use the skull, the smashing, huh? Well, that's okay. It's okay. It's 2 for 1. We take 2 for 1. Okay, we got another one. With Censor up is good. And Anger of Gods also doesn't kill our creatures. Okay. Should be an Abrade. It's an instant though. Okay, it has to be this. Okay, let's hope that, and we have to do something. We need to hope they don't top deck a Gruul Spellbreaker here. That's the only card that gets us. Let's just hope. Okay, we get this one. That's really good. It's a close one when we manage. So we have the Ionize and the Censor. And our Drake is doing work. They're checking our graveyard, which is kind of awkward. I think they have another Ooze, which is literally whatever. They can remove 2 cards, which make Enigma Drake a 9/4. So even if they have an Ooze here, it doesn't help. I think we got this one. It's a hard matchup. It's not an easy one, but it's a funny one. Mystmin has crazy decks. You definitely should check out Mystmin. He's an amazing guy. And one of my earliest supporters on stream, obviously. He's even bigger than me now. Like, it just went really fast. Okay. That worked out well. Ionize is too slow here. Ionize just feels really slow right now. But it's a hard counter, so I want to keep them. I think the Mimic has to go, even though it's a land. No, it's fine. We need to find one of our board. So the way we win this on the draw is if we find the board removal. And we get like 1 for 2, 1 for 3 threats. Which is the most important part now. And let's hope they don't go emissary, 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 creature. Because the card is back and I'm not happy about that. I'm really not. I never liked the card or liked decks that revolve around that card. I mean, it's cool, I like Rule, it's not about that, it's just the card seems so powerful if it goes well. I'm not sure about this. Okay, that's a good card. We should have played Blood Crypt. Removal. Now Blood Crypt. It's nice if I don't have to shock in lands too much. Okay, this we have to gust. Well, the problem is it's hard to fight it. Well, that's perfect. Well, that's a slow mode. 2 cards graveyard. If they want to play it again, sure, go for it. Good card. We're gonna lose the red, which is really painful. Never mind. To shock this one. Because I need to hard counter the next creature that comes in. That's a fact. So we take the damage here, but it's like 2. 2 damage is doable. We want to play the Entity here for the Scry. The Scry is important in my opinion now. Such a good card. Yeah, we're gonna draw it. And we would like to attack with Draw the Course here. Because I really don't want to discard something, but I need to find a 5th land. End of the God Eternal is really strong in this position. Also, it fills our graveyard to make Enigma Drake stronger. If they decide to go for the Entity, we have to discard a card. But our Drake is safe. It's like a, I don't know, it's a thing between, I would say. Interesting, they are thinking. I'm pretty sure they have it. Yeah. think I really want to play Drake here. If they have a second red cap melee, that's a yikes. It's an ooze. Ooze is annoying. We can deal with ooze though. We're gonna lose a creature here. And now they have to make a decision if they want to do another one. But we just definitely try to get rid of the ooze. Best card, easy top deck land. By far. This still destroys ooze, so really a land would be nice. It's a problem. It's a problem. We have to block here. It is all we have to do. It is bad. If they have the Embercleave here, unlucky. Didn't find a land. Okay, at least we don't die. But am I happy? No. I'm not. I needed to find a way to deal with the ooze. I didn't find it. Which is really bad. So I need to find a spot removal for the ooze. That's literally all it is. We have spot removals, we just need to find it. Then we have to hope at least this would give us 5 life. So we can block one more turn. No spot removal found. Has to be us. Okay. Have to block again for no reason. Oh, it's so unlucky. I think we should have won that game, but ooze is so strong. Okay, that's whatever. It's also whatever. So we block and we can remove, but we still need the spot removal. Please. We have one more chance. We can still try it with a first, right? Okay, we have one more chance and... No. Okay, well, it was a good game. Let's try another one. Okay, well, I had a lot of fun with the deck. Sorry, I tried to record 2 games, I didn't record them. They were really long games and were really close, but yeah, in the end we played against Gruul twice. It's a good deck. The bannings just happened, and I'm pretty sure someone like Mystmin can play it way better, so definitely check out the Mystmin on Twitch if you did not do this. You should definitely do it. I had a lot of fun. It's a nice take. Mystmin has such nice takes on decks, and his view on decks is also really nice. So yeah, definitely check him out and check out my next video as well. Bye all.